Cold hands, cold feet, tingling, numbness, swollen ankles by the end of the day. Most people over 60 are told that's just aging, but it's not. And what worries me most is this: what feels like mild discomfort today can quietly become a serious health problem tomorrow. Because poor circulation isn't just about being uncomfortable. It increases the risk of blood clots, stroke, heart strain, falls, and loss of mobility. If your hands and feet are constantly cold, if your legs cramp when walking, if your ankles swell by evening, your body may be sending you a warning signal. And today, I'm going to show you why circulation worsens after 60, the hidden role of nitric oxide, why medications often don't fix the root problem, and one powerful natural drink that can support circulation quickly. Stay with me, because this could change how your legs and hands feel starting this week. After age 60, 3 major biological shifts happen, and most people are never told about them. 1. Nitric oxide declines. Nitric oxide is a tiny molecule with a massive job. Its role? To relax and widen your blood vessels. When nitric oxide levels are healthy, arteries stay flexible, blood flows smoothly, your hands and feet stay warm. But here's the problem. After age 40, nitric oxide production begins to decline. By 60, many people produce only a fraction of what they once did. That means vessels stay tighter, narrower, more constricted. And when vessels constrict, blood flow to the extremities, your fingers, toes, calves, is reduced first. That's why cold hands and feet are often the earliest sign. 2. Chronic inflammation increases. Low-grade inflammation rises naturally with age. This inflammation damages the inner lining of your blood vessels. When that lining becomes irritated, vessels stiffen, blood becomes stickier, clot risk increases. Swelling becomes more common. Inflammation also interferes with nitric oxide production, making the problem worse. It becomes a cycle. Less nitric oxide, more stiffness, more inflammation, even worse circulation. 3. Thyroid imbalances are common. Many seniors develop mild thyroid dysfunction, and even slightly low thyroid levels slow circulation dramatically. You may notice cold intolerance, hair thinning, brittle nails, puffy ankles, fatigue. When thyroid hormone drops, metabolism slows, and when metabolism slows, blood flow slows too. Sometimes circulation issues are not just vascular, they're hormonal. Let's slow this down for a moment. Because poor circulation is not just about feeling cold. It's about what's happening at the cellular level inside your hands, feet, and legs. Every second, your blood is supposed to deliver oxygen and nutrients to billions of cells. Oxygen is not optional, it is fuel. When circulation declines, delivery slows. And when delivery slows, tissues begin operating on less energy than they need. Now here's what that looks like in real life. When your tissues receive less oxygen, your fingers and toes feel constantly cold, even in a warm room. You experience pins and needles sensations because nerves are not being properly nourished. Small areas may feel numb or asleep. Muscles cramp when walking because they fatigue faster without oxygen. Your legs may ache at night or feel restless when you lie down. Cuts and bruises take longer to heal. Skin can appear pale, shiny, or slightly bluish due to reduced blood flow. But it goes deeper than that. Your nerves are extremely sensitive to oxygen levels. When circulation is reduced over time, nerve fibers become irritated. That irritation causes tingling, burning, or that strange buzzing sensation some people describe. Muscles also suffer. Without adequate blood flow, they accumulate metabolic waste more quickly. That's why walking uphill suddenly feels exhausting. That's why your calves tighten after a short distance. It's not just being out of shape, it's reduced delivery. Now here's something many people don't connect. Poor circulation affects balance. Your feet contain thousands of sensory receptors. They constantly send feedback to your brain about pressure and position. If those nerves aren't receiving proper blood flow, that feedback weakens. Balance becomes less stable, confidence decreases, and subtle fear of falling begins. Endurance also drops, because if oxygen delivery is limited in your legs, you naturally move less. And when you move less, circulation declines even more. It becomes a loop. Less movement, poorer blood flow, heavier legs, even less movement. Joint mobility suffers too. Blood carries anti-inflammatory compounds and nutrients that support joint tissue. Reduced circulation can contribute to stiffness and reduced flexibility. Over time, this isn't just about comfort, it's about independence. Your legs may feel heavy by late afternoon. Walking uphill feels harder than it used to. You avoid longer distances. You choose the elevator instead of stairs. You sit more frequently, and when sitting increases, the calf muscles, your second heart, stop pumping efficiently. Blood pools in the lower legs, swelling increases, and circulation worsens further. This is how independence declines, not overnight, not dramatically, but gradually. A little less walking, a little more hesitation, a little more fatigue, until one day mobility feels limited. But here's the hopeful truth. Circulation is dynamic. It responds to signals. It responds to movement. It responds to nutrition. It responds to daily habits. The earlier you support it, the easier it is to reverse the downward spiral. Because what feels like mild discomfort today is often your body asking for better blood flow, not surrender. Now, here's the encouraging part. Poor circulation is not always a medication problem. Often, it's a signaling problem. Your blood vessels are waiting for the right biochemical signals to relax, open, and function properly. And one of the most important signals in the entire cardiovascular system is nitric oxide. The good news? There is a natural way to support nitric oxide production using simple, research-backed ingredients. And when these ingredients are combined correctly, they don't just add up, they amplify each other. That's called synergy. Each one targets a different piece of the circulation puzzle. Vessel relaxation, inflammation reduction, artery protection, blood flow efficiency, oxidative stress control. Here's why this combination works so powerfully together. Beetroot, the nitric oxide builder. Beetroot is one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. When you consume nitrates, your body converts them, step by step, into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax. When vessels relax, blood flows more easily. Pressure inside the arteries decreases. Oxygen delivery improves. Extremities warm up. Clinical research has shown beetroot can improve vascular dilation within hours. Some studies demonstrate measurable improvements in blood flow and exercise tolerance the same day it's consumed. That's why many people report feeling subtle warmth in their hands and feet shortly after drinking beet juice. It's not magic. It's vascular relaxation happening in real time. And after age 60, when nitric oxide production declines naturally, this becomes even more important. Ginger, the flow enhancer. Nitric oxide opens the vessels, but ginger helps keep the blood moving smoothly through them. Ginger works in several ways. It reduces inflammatory markers that stiffen arteries. It supports endothelial function, the health of the inner vessel lining. It promotes healthy blood viscosity, meaning the blood flows more freely. Think of ginger as improving the texture of circulation. It helps reduce that heavy, thick, sluggish sensation in the legs. Many seniors describe their legs feeling lighter when inflammation drops. That's because circulation improves not just at the surface, but deep in the microvessels. Pomegranate, the artery protector. Pomegranate plays a protective role. Your arteries are lined with delicate endothelial cells. These cells are responsible for producing nitric oxide, but oxidative stress, which increases with age, damages that lining. When the lining is damaged, nitric oxide production falls, arteries stiffen, plaque builds more easily. Pomegranate is rich in powerful antioxidants called polyphenols. These compounds help protect the endothelial lining from oxidative damage. Even more importantly, pomegranate helps preserve nitric oxide once it's produced. That means beetroot creates it. Pomegranate helps it last longer. That's synergy. Turmeric, the inflammation calmer. Now we address one of the biggest silent drivers of poor circulation: chronic inflammation. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound extensively studied for its anti-inflammatory properties. Inflammation contributes to arterial stiffness, swelling in the lower legs, narrowing of blood vessels, increased clot risk. When inflammation decreases, vessel walls soften, blood flows more freely, swelling reduces, oxygen delivery improves. Turmeric doesn't just mask symptoms, it targets one of the root causes of vascular aging, and when inflammation drops, nitric oxide signaling improves as well. Lemon, the absorption booster. Lemon may seem simple, but it plays an important supporting role. Lemon provides vitamin C and natural antioxidants that support vascular integrity, help protect nitric oxide from oxidative breakdown, improve absorption of plant compounds. It also gently supports fluid balance and liver detoxification pathways, which can help reduce mild puffiness and fluid retention in some individuals. Sometimes the smallest ingredient enhances the entire formula. Let's put it together clearly. Beetroot builds nitric oxide. Ginger improves flow quality. Pomegranate protects artery lining and preserves nitric oxide. Turmeric reduces inflammation and stiffness. Lemon enhances absorption and antioxidant protection. You're not just opening blood vessels, you're supporting the entire vascular environment. That's why some seniors report warmer hands within 20-30 minutes, reduced leg heaviness, less nighttime restlessness, better walking endurance. Now, individual results vary. This is not an instant cure, but when combined with daily movement, hydration, and consistency, it becomes a powerful support strategy for aging blood vessels. And the beauty is this: these ingredients work with your physiology, not against it. They remind your blood vessels how to relax again. And sometimes that reminder is exactly what aging circulation needs. Now let's make this practical, because powerful doesn't have to mean complicated. Here's the simple circulation support drink. Blend together 1 small cooked beet or 1 teaspoon high-quality beet powder, 1 2-cup pure pomegranate juice, no added sugar, 1 teaspoon freshly grated ginger, 1 2 teaspoon turmeric, juice of half a lemon. Add water to dilute to your preferred taste. Blend until smooth. If you prefer it chilled, add a few ice cubes. If you're using fresh turmeric, a small slice is enough. And if you tolerate black pepper, a tiny pinch can improve curcumin absorption. But that's optional. Drink this in the morning. Why morning? Because circulation tends to be more sluggish after overnight inactivity. Supporting nitric oxide production early in the day helps set the tone for better blood flow during your most active hours. After drinking it, follow it with light movement, even 5 minutes of walking or calf raises, to amplify the effect. Many seniors report a noticeable sense of warmth in their hands or feet within 20 to 30 minutes. Some describe it as a gentle, spreading warmth. Others simply notice their feet aren't as icy as usual. Now, individual responses vary. This is not a medication, it's physiological support. But the science behind nitric oxide is very real. When you provide the raw materials your body uses to relax blood vessels, blood flow can improve naturally. And sometimes that small daily habit becomes the turning point between feeling cold and feeling circulation come back to life. Here's where it gets powerful. The drink opens the vessels. Movement pushes the blood. Do this simple 5-minute routine right after drinking. 1 march in place, slowly. 2 ankle pumps while seated. 3 calf raises, holding a chair. 4 gentle arm swings. 5 deep, slow breathing movement activates your calf muscles, your second heart. That pumps blood upward. Nutrition plus movement creates synergy, not one alone. Both together. Blood pressure medications can lower numbers, but they don't always restore vessel flexibility. They don't always increase nitric oxide, and they don't correct inflammation or thyroid imbalance. That's why some people still feel cold hands and heavy legs, even with normal numbers. Medication has its place, but supporting vessel health at the cellular level makes the difference long term. Let me say this clearly. Cold extremities are not just an inconvenience. They're information. Your body is asking for support, and you are not fragile. You are adaptable. At 60, 70, even 80, blood vessels can respond to the right signals. I've seen seniors regain warmth, regain stamina, regain confidence walking. Small habits matter. Daily consistency matters. If you have severe leg pain when walking, darkened toes, non-healing wounds, sudden swelling in one leg, please see a healthcare provider immediately. This video is educational. Always consult your doctor before making changes, especially if you take blood thinners, blood pressure medication, or have thyroid conditions. If this helped you understand your circulation better, comment warmth below. And tell me, do you struggle more with cold feet or swelling? Share this video with someone you love who complains about cold hands, because protecting circulation means protecting independence, and independence is everything after 60. Subscribe for more science-based senior health strategies every week. Your body is not shutting down, it's asking for better support. And now you know where to start. I'll see you in the next video.